declaring an end to a technical state of hostilities that has existed since the 1950s, and allowing some inter-Korean projects like opening a tourism zone in North Korea are other possibilities. Over the last few months, the U.S. position has shifted considerably, putting in play a range of incentives that had been considered out of bounds, even by previous administrations, said Adam Mount, defense analyst at the Federation of American Scientists. But it soon became clear that the two sides had different idea of what they meant by denuclearization. Follow-up talks quickly ran into trouble over U.S. demands for North Korea's complete, verifiable, and irreversible denuclearization, which Pyongyang denounced as unilateral and gangster-like. Trump has also held out the prospect of easing punishing sanctions on the country, a pressing North Korean demand, if it does something that's meaningful on denuclearization. The U.S. line has been that sanctions will not be lifted until North Korea has completely denuclearized, but U.S. Special Representative Stephen Biegun said last month that this did not mean we will not do anything until you do everything. But while discussing concessions, the U.S. side was still looking to move quickly in very big bites, a senior administration official said on Thursday. We are not looking to have incremental steps as a key driver of this process. Corresponding measures. American officials say their priorities going into the second summit on February 27 to 28 have been establishing some basics, including, crucially, developing a shared definition of denuclearization with the North Koreans. That, along with Trump's complaints about the cost of stationing U.S. troops in South Korea, sparked worries among some American lawmakers that Trump might bargain away some of the U.S. military presence, but officials and Trump himself say that is not on the table. Kim has demanded corresponding measures from the U.S. side, and analysts doubt he will accept anything less than at least some easing of sanctions in return for the destruction of Yongbyon or other facilities. It's clear what North Korea wants the most is sanctions to be eased, said Park Won-gon, Dean of International Affairs at South Korea's Handong Global University. The North Koreans can soldier on if they have to, but they don't want to have to, the diplomat said, speaking on condition of anonymity because of the sensitivity of working with North Korea. The two sides will also need to decide the order of any new steps toward denuclearization or sanctions relief, Park said. North Korea wants the U.S. to go first, that the United States corresponding measures must come first, he said. Domestic skepticism. Given the intelligence estimates, some analysts argue that the administration should seek more pragmatic arms control goals than all-out denuclearization. While U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has expressed optimism about denuclearization in public, a New York Times profile on him on Sunday said that in private discussions with Korea experts, he had conceded he would be lucky if North Korea agreed to dismantle 60% of what the United States has demanded.